Hey, how's it going? I want to talk about fear as we go into the holidays. I know that's like a really odd thing to be talking about, but one of the things that I see happens a lot is we get in patterns of being afraid of new things, afraid of resistance, afraid to be found out, right? And sometimes even the holidays kind of brings this all up as we come to the end of the year and start looking back. We almost create this environment where you play a smaller game than you should. So I want to talk about that today. If we don't know each other, my name is Dr. Shannon Irvine. I help entrepreneurs train their brain so that their thinking can align with their greatest success, so that their brain believes it, and therefore you will see it. Here's what I want to talk about that goes on in the brain. We have this great, powerful system that wants to do two things: keep us safe and keep things familiar. But if you're a dreamer, if you're somebody who has a big vision, a big calling, something that you know you're meant to do in the world, and you experience resistance that comes up as you start to do it, wondering what people will think, wondering what people will say, all of those things, that's your brain's system creating fear. It's finding evidence that appears real, like somebody might say something, or I might be found out that I don't know enough, or fill in the blank. What is it for you that has made you have that big dream, feel like you're meant for so much, but then start to play smaller, right? Start to turn in instead of turning out and just saying, I am going to show up big because this dream has to happen, that I'm going to allow fear to not be the boss of me, right? You know, the only thing holding you back from that big dream, and let me know, do you have a big dream? Do you have a big vision? Do you have something that just won't let you go, that you feel like you need to do, but you feel like you get blocked from playing full out? Like you're afraid that your imposter syndrome is going to kick in and somebody might say something, or you feel like you don't know the right steps to take, or all of the things that you tell yourselves, the stories that you tell yourselves. Those are automated stories, the way your brain is wired to keep you safe and familiar, meaning what's going on right now is safe and familiar to your brain. So our jobs really become helping our brain see the dream as safe and familiar. See that dream, that thing that we've been wanting to do for so long. And we've taken micro steps, maybe mini steps. We've dabbled our big toe in the water, but then we retreat back. Why? What is that? Well, your brain goes out and looks for evidence that it's a threat. And then it finds evidence. Are there people that could judge you? Yes. Will they? Some. Does it matter? No. But to your brain, it does. And think about all the things that have stopped you in your tracks from the dream and from like truly going for it with all abandon. It's self-preservation. It's what will they say? I might not know enough. I don't know the right steps, even though if you're really honest with yourselves, you're smart, you're scrappy, you could totally figure it out, right? But taking the steps and staying in the unknown allows you to play a smaller game, which feels better. So I always really coach my clients. If you're really a dreamer, like if you're really got a big calling, a big vision, something that you want to do, a side hustle you want to start, income you want to create, something you want to put out into the world, and you find yourself retracting from it, it's not your fault. Your brain is just feeling the resistance of where you want to go versus where you are, and it's seeing it as a threat. What we need to do is collapse that. So your dream, your vision, that big thing becomes so powerful in your brain that your brain sees it as already done. So therefore, it's not a threat. So therefore, it doesn't need to send out the alert signals and help you get into procrastination or perfectionism or any of those things. Now, I do want to tell you that your brain can completely and so simply be wired to eliminate fear, to eliminate the fear of going for that big next thing. So I would love to know from you, like, what is that big next thing that you're going for? And what is the story that you've been telling yourself without your knowledge or permission, but it just pops in your brain that is telling you why you can't, or why you need to do something first, or just what is the story? And get really curious about that block, because your brain is so optimized. It thinks it's trying to help you. It's aligning with what is current, and what is current equals safety to your brain. But what if that same system starts to work for you? What if, because we know the brain science of success, we show our brain how to decide in advance exactly what results have already happened before they even happen? You actually, and this is a tool we use inside the neurocoaching certification called Decide in Advance, DIA. The DIA method allows you to teach your brain in a very relaxed, simple, and easy way what success looks like fully done. And it's not just, I really want it to happen. No, it's painting a picture for your brain so it feels so real that it's already done for your brain's sake. And when it's already done for your brain's perspective, and you're repeating that so often through a priming, then your brain starts to see it as safe, and therefore it doesn't fight it anymore. And when it doesn't fight it, it actually starts working for you. There's a system called the RAS, the reticular activating system, that actually starts allowing in your frame of reference what aligns with that new belief that you prime. So people ask me all the time, is it hard to eliminate fear? Is it hard to create a success pathway in the brain and flip that success switch on in the brain? And I'd love to say it's the most complicated thing in the world, but it's so simple. It's so simple. Now, simple doesn't mean easy. You got to trust the process. You have to stay committed to it. But I tell you what, my subconscious, your subconscious, runs 90% of your daily decisions. And it's going to align with what is automated in your subconscious. So we've got to go after that subconscious priming and really teach your subconscious that the dream, the vision, that big calling must happen, and create it in such a 3D way that your brain believes it's already happened before you actually create it. Then it allows your daily steps to just be steps on the path to something that you know is already created. Think about it. Anytime you've done something repetitively, has it ever felt like a threat anymore to your brain? Like if you're a parent and you're driving your kids to school and you go the same route, like you don't even recognize that you've made turns anymore. It does not feel like a threat. Now, if the first time you drove to school, how were you? Like, okay, where are the kids? Where do I need to turn? You were totally on heightened awareness, right? But you've done it 100 times now. You barely even recognize you're driving. You're having conversations, you're doing everything. Why? Because your brain believes that it's a simple path and you follow it all the time, and it sees it in advance. It decides in advance exactly what you're going to do. So you are on automation in your driving. Do you know that your dream can be exactly the same for your brain? That you can show your brain that fear, which is there to protect you, to keep things safe and familiar, yes. But if exactly where you are right now is not where you want to be, if the dream is bigger, if the place that you want to go is bigger, if you're ready to be done with playing small, if you're ready to be done with procrastination and perfectionism and the overwhelm that sets in and all of that energetic that stops you, that pumps the brakes, keeping you from the very thing that you want. I don't want to see you go into 2021 that way. Now, I want to talk about something that I think is going to be a lot of fun we're going to do, but I want you to write this date down. Don't want you to forget this. December 15th. I don't have any way for you to opt in right now, but December 15th, I'm going to create for you. I've already created it. 7 of my close online friends and I are coming together. We're going to create an event where we're going to show you specific strategies that you can create meaningful revenue in your business for that side hustle in the next 2 weeks before the holidays. Simple strategies to produce meaningful revenue. What is that? What would that be worth for you to know in the next 2 weeks from December 15th through the 30th that you could create meaningful revenue in your business through 8 specific strategies. So some of my friends that are going to come and be with me are Pat Flynn, James Wedmore, my dear friend Jennifer Allwood, myself, Alex Sharfin, Kelly Roche, Jill Stanton from Screw the 9 to 5. And I think that's all of us, but I'm going to make sure, and Brandon Lucero as well. So all of us are going to come together. We have specific strategies that work right now in the current environment to help produce revenue for you in the next 2 weeks. Our goal is to show you how easy it is when your brain gets out of the way, when you decide in advance and allow the fear element to get eliminated, how quickly revenue can start flowing into your business and create meaningful revenue. Now, this whole December 15th event is all proceeds are going to charity. It's a free event, but we'll offer a few things here and there that all that's going to charity. We're doing it for you. We're doing it so that you can see it is simple to train your brain to eliminate fear and then to allow yourself to get massive revenue generation happening. Tell me if 2 weeks from now you had meaningful revenue in your business, how amazing that would be. What a gift that would be to start 2021 with. So write the date down and make sure you're coming back and you're getting an opportunity to opt into that event because it is going to be epic. I really sat with my friends and we're like, how can we serve everybody to eliminate fear and to truly get into revenue generation so they can see how powerful and easy and how meaningful it can be. Obviously, proceeds going to charity, but how meaningful it could be for the kids in Africa, how meaningful it can be for your family, for your confidence. What kind of meaning can happen from generating revenue in the next 2 weeks? So we're putting that together for you December 15th to really end the year in a place where fear isn't the boss of you. And then you show up on the 15th and you get these revenue strategies that you implement right away. We're going to have this cool thing where my team is going to be creating a workbook live for you to be able to then get in the group. You'll be in the group and then you'll get in the group and be able to take these steps through the workbook to actually get you this meaningful revenue in the next 2 weeks, starting December 15th. This is a great way for you to really start the process. So start the process of deciding in advance. Start the process of showing your brain that you're going to eliminate fear, that the dream is already done and you're just walking to it. You're just taking the steps to walk to it. And then mark your calendar for December 15th, where we're going to meet together with 7 of my close business friends, and we're going to give you 8 different revenue generating strategies that will create meaningful revenue for you in the next 2 weeks. How does that sound? Like I'm so in generosity in my heart and thinking about the resilience that you are stepping into going into 2021, all that 2020 has been and how resilient you are. And I want to wrap the year and start the new year with such tangible things that we're eliminating fear in your brain, that we're giving you these 8 strategies to create meaningful revenue. And then we've got some great things planned in January for you as well. A few workshops, some great ways to start off your 2021. But I want the end of this year to be when you can look back and say, I've eliminated fear from my brain. And I now have a primed mind. Fear is not the boss of me. I maybe even won a book, which would be amazing. And I am resilient. And my dream is going to actually come to pass because I know how to create the environment in my mind to make it happen first so that the revenue flows and it can be meaningful and I can serve deeply and I can make big impact and I can have the life and freedom that I want in such a light and easy way to be done with the resistance and to truly just lean into your genius, unashamed, unafraid, and really take 2021 by storm. So these are the things that I think will bless you. And then I will see you December 15th. Don't put anything else on that day. We're going to start at like 8 or 8:30 and go to 4. We're going to have a backstage pass where you can do live Q&A with us as well. It's going to be fantastic. And what I love about what we're putting together on the 15th is it's going to be this like like nothing else you've seen, where we're giving you like, this is what you do to create revenue in all these different areas of different people's geniuses in 2 weeks, so that you really, really can see it's possible, it's probable, and it's inevitable, which is your success. All right, that's what I have for you today. I love you. I'm excited for you to truly decide in advance on what it is that you're going to create. Come to December 15th, where we're going to give you those actionable revenue generating strategies for the next 2 weeks and really eliminate fear from stopping you ever again. All right, that's what I have for you today. Have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.